Tell you what. Whoa, dude, chill out. That's what he always does to me. Sketching out new ideas to make hoodies. It's about to be a stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Thank you, though. What are you planning on sending to me? Thanks. Here's what TikTok just told me to do. Flash goal, whatever that means. Well, I mean, obviously. Oh, okay. You sent the mock-ups of hoodies to my. Okay, got you. Sorry. I was like, wait a minute. One second. Okay. My ex name is Withstandtheweight. No, technically, I'm a Pisces moon. So that kind of says a lot too, if you read into that a lot. What made you think that I was a Pisces? I have no clue what you're talking about with the jaw titan. Mark, you are on the wrong page for that. I want to create a message. I want to create a post. Do I have dimples? My cheeks, not these. No, my eyes are green, actually. My hair is really greasy and dirty, so sorry. They're green. They have like a blue ring to them, but they're green. And I don't know why it's like this light's doing that. Let's see, let's switch this around. They also change when I'm angry. So new videos are coming out like they're like I'm uploading, like that's kind of like what I'm doing right now is I am kind of resetting everything up. I got some Halloween content coming out, which it's like if you're newer, then some of this will be new to you guys, but some of it's older. But I'm putting a preview so that if you've already gotten it, then you know not to buy it, right? So then what you call it? Uh so I have like automated posts coming in, and then I've got pay-per-views coming up. But for like the month of November is when I'm coming in and like redoing everything. I'm how I'm posting content, how I'm doing content, pretty much like I'm going to do something daily in whatever it is I'm doing, right? And that's going to be like either a little bundle on the wall and it's going to be for free, or it's going to be sent to like your messages, or it's going to be sent to people who have their rebill on. Um, and it's going to be like, it's just going to be different. And I want it to go back to feeling like there's a connection with me. And I don't want it to feel like everyone else's page, you know? Thanks for joining my fan club. Yes, this. No, you didn't hear it too. You've heard either the share or you're hearing my dog. So, anyways, so that's kind of like what I'm doing is it probably won't open because of the fact that it is a probably got some like things that TikTok doesn't allow on it, you know? Yeah, you can send me a message if you'd like. Thanks. But essentially, like I'm just gonna be doing things differently. I'm reworking things. I don't want it to be, I want it to I want y'all to feel like you can actually have a connection with me. And I don't want it to feel like it is so unobtainable. I don't want it to feel, I don't know, I don't want it to feel spammy and all that jazz, And I feel honestly like I feel like it hasn't been feeling like me. So that is what it is. And yeah, my exes withstand weight. Let's see here. One second. There's a lot of people that try to be me. Honestly, if the page does not have a blue check on it, like TikTok doesn't count because like TikTok does not just give that stuff out. But in my Facebook, I'm about to have to go back to blue check on Facebook, even though you have to pay for that stupid shit. Like it's retarded. But I'm about to have to go to it only because there are they're bold. I'll say that. They're hella bold because they'll come in and literally say withstand the weight chat and take my pictures and everything and comment under people's comments on my Facebook. And then there's been a few people that have just had random names or just people trying to blatantly be me. But I'm going to have to go to blue check on Facebook as well. But either way, um, done. Okay, sorry. So either way, I'm going to go to blue check. So Instagram is blue checked, Twitter, X is blue checked, my YouTube, like whatever page is going to have a link to all of my pages, and you're going to know it's mine because they've got a substantial amount of following. If they don't have a substantial amount of following, it's not me. So, I do have a YouTube channel. I don't really post a whole lot on it. Like, so right now I have like TikTok auto posting to YouTube for me for shorts, right? But I am starting like a series right now. I have them going to TV first, right? And after a month or so being on this TV platform, then I'm going to switch them over to my YouTube. Is that what you're wanting? 360. So, yeah, so like I think like right now I have an interview that I did for TV talking about my brand that's on my channel. And I have my chicken coop build, like a rough one that's on my channel to put um, to put other things about our life besides just what you kind of see on Instagram, which you kind of see a lot on Instagram and TikTok. Like, don't mind me, I'm not saying I don't, but hang on, it's all watered down. Anyways, you're gonna see more of it, like the trucking side, the the farm animal side, all that, all that. Hey, Newport. So I'm just wanting to share. I don't know. Like I said, I'm trying to build a new kind of like vibe connection with everybody right now, and I want them to feel like they know me, and it's not just this person on the internet. You know? Yes, I've been with a woman. Look familiar, huh? Where from? I'm waiting for UPS because my wall fixtures, I ordered some and they were like duds. Like, what the? They had so many good reviews, right? And I ordered them, got them, hung them up, and they worked for like a total of 30 minutes. I was like, ain't that the luck, right? I haven't gone to the gym yet today, no. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here's Needy Dakin. He stays on my lap. So is it not letting y'all? Hang on. Let me get on TikTok here. Oh, let's see here. Hang on, y'all. Okay, no, I know what's going on. Just give me a second. I'll fix this. Okay. That would be my old management company being petty. So hang on. I'm about to fix the link. Okay, no, I take that back. So I'm going to delete that. Let me see. Will they let me? Hang on, I'm trying to fix it. If not, what I'm going to have to do is um, I'm going to have to deep link my link tree is what's going to have to happen because that link's not working because they're mad. And yeah, I wear this in public. I went out to breakfast this morning. Why? Yes, I'm married. Is there a problem with wearing this in public? You know what? Okay. Well, I'll have to fix that anyways. My Instagram is Withstand the Weight, right? Pretty much. So what I need to do is did you just in the bubble gum again? Yeah, let me see. What do you mean? My everyday life. Let's expand on that and we can talk about it. Are you talking about like being on socials in general? Like, because it's time consuming? Or are you talking about this affecting my everyday life? Tayshawn, let me just go ahead and stand up then, right? Honestly, grandfather, if I'm not mistaken. And it's in here because of the fact that like I have a lot of pink in the office. So my rug. Like I did everything. I love this rug so much. And so I wanted everything to go around this rug. And like obviously my pet cemetery, my kid stuff, plants and just little cute knickknacks, pretty rocks that I love. No, I'm not one of those weird crystal people. I just really like some of these rocks. Um search some pictures right there. I painted this Starry Night San Antonio skyline. That's my peacock's first shed. That's Perry's feathers, my little peacock. I'm actually about to turn this into a lamp tomorrow. Uh, this is Pablo's shed. of feathers, pink. And like I said, my new wall sconces are supposed to be back. Supposed to be back today. And anyways, and I need to buy my yoga chair off of my Amazon wish list, and it's going to go here. Once I buy the yoga chair for yoga purposes, this chair and stool will actually go here, and this little game table is going to be moved. But okay, so back to the question of like, honestly, I people don't really say much to me in like public or like notice me. If they notice me, they say it after the fact that they've seen me, right? I mean, it's going to be for yoga. I'll stretch on it. I'll do lots of stretching on it. But anyways, so like for the most part, people don't really, they'll say something like, "Hey, I follow you." I'm like, "Oh, hey, thanks," or whatever. But a lot of people like, they'll be like, "I saw you out in public, but I didn't want to say hi." And I'm like, "Well, why not? Like, just come say hi. Like, it's not that big of a deal, right?" Yeah, that's what I would think. But anyways, c'est la vie. But then like people once they get to know me, that's when I feel like sometimes it kind of get weird. Is they might become friends with me or like me or whatever, and then they might find out about this, and it kind of changes them a little bit, you know. And and if it changes them a little bit, well, then guess what? You weren't meant to be my friend anyways, right? So like I don't really sweat that. So it's like if you like me, you like me. It doesn't matter if I do this, if I don't do this. I'm still me. I still have my same morals. I still have my same character. I still am a friend, yada yada yada. See you, B. But I mean, if you know me and you follow me, why would you be afraid of me? I mean, sometimes I have resting B face, but at the end of the day, like I am not a mean person. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say hello to you. I'm 5'6". Like I'm gonna say hello to you. I'm gonna talk to you. You know? So that's what I don't really understand sometimes. Well, and a lot of time my RBF face is because I'm thinking, and it's not intentional by any means. Like if I'm out in public, like if I'm at the gym and I'm like 9 times out of 10, I have RBF when I'm in my head, you know? Yes, I'm from Texas. But, that's the thing is like some people cannot separate it. Like they cannot, you know? Chimpanzees. I'm from Texas. It's because it's true. Everything is bigger in Texas. Mhm. Nice. My dog, like, what are you doing? I'm trying to see where my shipment is. That's what I need to see. But anyway, so yeah, yoga chair, stretching. gonna be right here. This chair's gonna move here. And then where this wall is, where the mirror is, I'm gonna get one of my photos printed. And once I get it printed, I'm gonna frame it and put it right there in that spot. So, well, the thing is like, I don't know. Everyone is always doing something, right? And the thing is like in the town that I live in, it's definitely a pineapple community, if you know what I'm saying. I am not a pineapple person, okay? So, um, anyways, I'm just gonna say that like I'm not a pineapple person. I may do content creation, but I am not a pineapple person. So it's funny because it's like, well, y'all are pineapple people, and y'all are doing all this stuff for free. I stay to myself and do this and run this like a business, and then y'all get mad at me. And it's not really that they get mad at me. At the end of the day, I think it's sometimes it's I think people, whether they agree with it or not, okay, that's one story, right? But I think a lot of times it's like if you had the ability to be able to do something like this and be successful, like why wouldn't you? You know what I'm saying? Like truly successful. Go Google that, John. I'm 36. So obviously I do content creation, social media, digital work, like I mean all that's a lot of it. I'm also a real estate agent. We own a trucking company. We have a little small clothing merchandise, you know? And so I really would like to expand on that. But like we really been putting a lot of effort and like focus into the trucking. So yes, I'm married. Yes, I am married. No, I don't do meetups. And that's the thing is too, like I was doing this podcast with this interview with this one girl, and it's so funny because it really has to do with location of like where you're at, right? Because I'm in a smaller Texas town, right? And like whereas San Antonio is a big city in Texas, it is a very, very small town like feel, like very small town feel. And so like people kind of like um hang on, Dakin, dude. So it's a very small town feel. And there's a lot of people who will sit there and judge and kind of like look down upon it, right? But if you were like in California and you were in New York, right? So I wear this hoodie out there, no one's gonna bat two eyes, right? I wear this hoodie out in my little town and they're like, the records stop, the dishes crash, you know? And nope, just Irish and French. Maybe a smidge bit of German, 1% Portuguese, Iberian, or whatever. Um, I was doing like an interview. So like they were talking about it was their podcast and they were just doing interviews to kind of like get some feedback from creators. And so that's what I was doing. I was just talking about like my experience and things like that, kind of giving them, I guess, their research methods, right? Hey, Mr. B. So, anyways, which is cool. But that's when she was saying she like you get a lot of flack for that, and she's like, hell, in New York, everyone and their mom has one, right? And she's like everyone and their mom. She's like my landlord for my apartment complex has one, and so she's like no one thinks twice about it, right? And so it's like it's just because it's the area that you're in, you know? but I love Texas, and you know, I don't want to move to New York. I don't want to live in LA. Like, I love, I just love it here. So, my app for what? This Withstand. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's where I'm at right now. Like, I've been doing a lot of things. Like, so I grew up. If I'm going to be like just 100% honest with you guys, like I grew up and I was very much raised to be a people pleaser, be a yes girl, don't cause waves, don't do this, don't do that, stay under the radar, right? And I think there comes a time where like some people just can't stay under the radar, right? Like I just feel like there's some people that yeah, they can blend in. And then there's some people, no matter what you do, you just don't blend in, right? There's just something about them. And I feel like that's me a lot of my life. And then I've tried to disguise, I've tried to like dim my light, I've tried to not be who I feel like I need to be, right? And then anyways, so it's kind of like one of those things. And then I always wanted like um approval, other people's approval. So do whatever it takes to make them happy and to get their approval. And it's like, really, you're not getting their approval. It's like conditional love or conditional approval, right? So it's like you would betray yourself for what? For somebody else. And I don't know. I've done that a lot. And like, even in like past relationships or whatever, I'll sacrifice anything for myself for the love. And, anyways, and where I've gotten a lot stronger and like firm in who I am, I'm kind of like same thing like right now. Am I doing anything illegal? Absolutely not. Am I taking care of my business? Are my bills paid? Are my kids taken care of? Like I'm handling myself. Now, just because I do it differently than you might or someone else might, like, okay, then we do things differently, but it doesn't mean what I'm doing is, I don't know. I don't care what people think anymore. I really don't. So if you know me and you know what I'm about, then you'll like me. And if you don't, then you don't. But this doesn't change who I am. And if this changes your opinion of me, move on, right? I mean, to me, it's like same thing with politics. I don't care if you're left and I don't care if you're right. Like, are you a good person? Do we vibe? Cool. Everything else, I don't care. You know, that's kind of like how I feel about it. And so that's just where I'm at with it at this point, honestly. You know, so I'm just doing me, doing what I need to take care of, getting myself where I know I need to be, making sure I'm checking the boxes, the goals, and that's what I'm doing. Me and mine, you know. So I'm I'm on all the platforms. Thanks for joining my fan club. So I'm on literally every platform, not just this one. And I'm also on a site called Slide In. Check it out. That's on my Instagram bio link, by the way. Anyways, so I'm on that, but I'm also a real estate agent. We own a trucking company, and I have like a little merchandise store, website, apparel, and that I want to push further. That's gonna, like I said, it's kind of like right there. It's taking a back burner. It's moving and grooving. Like my leggings. My leggings are my brand leggings. They're called Butter Bottoms. So, anyways, I've got funny, like I love my shirts. I love a good funny graphic shirt, right? And there are tons of them on that website. I don't really wear hats too often. I don't look bad in hats. They're just not my favorite. Thanks, Sergio, for the bubble gum. Anyways, so yeah, so I do all of that as well. YouTube is going to start taking off here soon. Like I said, I have this TV, and a lot of my kind of vlogs are going to there first. And then after they sit there and cook for a month or so, then I'm going to start putting those vlogs onto YouTube platform. But yeah, so it's not just this that we're doing. There's a lot of things, which is another reason why I'm reading my office because you're gonna be seeing a lot of me in here. A lot of me in here. Withstand. But yeah, next questions. Let's go. Apparently, I'm just telling it all, right? What are y'all up to today? Anything in particular? I'm gonna fix my link. I'm gonna work on getting it like deep linked so that I can put it wherever I need to put it, you know, without it being not allowed. Hang on a second. Okay, sorry. Thanks. Jumping jacks. We're not doing no jumping jacks right now. Hey, Donald. Okay. So what are you drawing? Just your, okay, you said you sent them to my snap, right? What is your username? um, what's my thoughts on AI? Thoughts are everywhere on that. Am I even a camera? Hang on. I got to take off the comments on the big screen. Well, look at what I can do. Mama, I want a cookie. Only old heads will know what I'm talking about. To them, yes, I do. Um, anyways, y'all can't do stuff like that to me. Y'all know I'm ADD like nobody's business. It's not fair. What am I trying to say? So, okay, AI, back to AI. That's what we're talking about, right? Okay. I think it can be very helpful. I also think it's going to be the detriment to this to the society, the world. Um, yes, withstand. Anyways, I think that We as humans look for the quickest and easiest way out, and we are literally like programmed to find the quick route, right? And the thing is with AI is it is giving us the quick route. And then in doing that, we're going to stop using our brains, and we're going to stop being able to critically think. And I feel like the generations underneath us, like our generation, we're the last of pre-internet, internet, and then like where we are now, like we understand both worlds. And then this generation does not understand both worlds. And so, whereas technology is great, they can't critically think, right? Mom, where's the vacuum cleaner at? Well, where's it going to be at? Well, it's not in the laundry room. Well, if it's not in the laundry room, where else would it be? There's only normally two spots. And then, even then, at the end of the day, if it's not in one of the two spots, how hard is it to go look for it? Like, use your own brain and go find it. If you can't find what you need to do here, whether it's a vacuum cleaner or life, go search, go find the answer. And they don't know how to think for themselves because we as parents are thinking for them. Teachers, school, everything is technology. Like they're not having to physically critically think anymore. And I think that's what AI is doing to us. I mean, I'm guilty of that too, right? Because ChatGPT is neat, crazy neat, right? But I've even slowed my roll on ChatGPT because one, okay, I use it for when I need like information and like quick information. Like, here's my idea, help me kind of like concise this, or like, here's this, kind of make this a little bit more professional. And honestly, I still need to be kind of like rewriting my own emails or whatever. But you know how one time I told y'all, I was like, have y'all ever used ChatGPT as your like therapist, right? And that it's kind of crazy scary, like what it will say back to you as a quote, kind of like trauma therapy support, kind of like how it breaks your stuff down. It's crazy. But I watched a reel the other day that it says AI is almost like the ultimate form of like narcissism, right? Because it learns you and reflects you back, right? And so whereas there might be truth in it, but it almost reflects, like it can tell your tone and what you're asking. It can tell like what you're kind of where you're going. And whereas it'll be honest with you, it still is honest in the sense to what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that like that was crazy. And so to think about it in that sense of like the ultimate form of like a narcissist, like just repeating back what you wanted to say. And I was just like, holy smokes, like that's wild, right? And so I just kind of was like, "Ugh," you know, so I don't talk. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there was some times like when I was like saying, "Okay, hey, interpret these dreams," right? Because sometimes I would like look up my dreams online, and I couldn't. Like, I was like, I don't understand that. And then when they kind of like put some meaning behind dreams, like normally when you dream about this, it means this, yada yada yada. And then there was times I was putting in my dreams and I was like, holy smokes, Batman, like this is so accurate, right? And I didn't realize it. It talked about like, okay, back in the day, I used to have dreams. I don't know if y'all ever had these where you're like running, right? And it feels like your feet are in concrete. Like you're just like running, like is like your body's like, if I was in real life, I would be like sprinting, like Olympic sprinting, right? And you're just like slow mo. Or if I'm fighting somebody in a dream, I'd be like punching and it'd be like, like so weak, right? And I would always wake up so frustrated and I never understood it. But then it's really, I guess it's about a month or so ago, 2 months ago, I was having a lot of dreams where I was fighting people, right? But I was knocking out of them. Like I was connecting in these dreams, like, and I felt like the power in these dreams. And I've never been able to like in a dream and felt like it was real life, right? And so I told my husband about that. I was like, why am I like fighting? Like I can understand like the reason of fighting because it's like internal struggles, whatever. But why am I finally like connecting, you know? And so I was like, okay, chat, interpret this dream for me, right? And anyways, it said that in the past, when you would run or you didn't have that strength, it was more of an internally. you were weak, right? And they said now you are regaining your power, right? Like you and yourself, you are powerful in who you are, what you believe in, and like you are a strong person. And your brain is like doing a subconscious test of that power. Are you strong enough? Like it's testing you in here to see if everything that you're putting yourself through and like listening to and like whatever, if something was to happen in real life, like would it happen, right? And so it's like this is your body basically going through like an upgrade. Like you are taking back power in your real life and it's translating in your dreams, which is why you're connecting. And I was like, okay, all right. Like, but that makes sense too, because like I am very vocal right now with where I am at. Like, I'm not gonna like, okay, that's your choice. You say that. But then also don't come at me like I don't know what I'm doing, or you know what I'm saying? Like I'll say something real quick to be like, don't put that on me, you know? And so I just thought that was interesting. So I feel like there's a lot of things that it could help you. And so I just thought that was interesting. So I feel like there's a lot of things that it could help you, but then I think it's also very scary. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm telling you, AI is like, I went down like a deep, like rabbit hole once and talking like kind of like kind of like trauma cycles. Like, okay, if I know what my triggers are, I know what my traumas are, why can I not like turn them off? Right? Like, if I know that this is a trigger and I know that this is not true, this is like a lie, my brain knows the truth. Like, why can I not turn off that, like, that, I guess, negative self talk in a sense, right? And so, but then it was talking about like your generational core cycling of like, here's what's happening, here's you done this, da, da, da. And like, I mean, it broke everything down. And then it would give you like mantras, things to say, things to do, coping, like go outside, like hand on chest, breathing. Um, Say to yourself, like, I am worthy because I am me and not for what I produce. You know what I'm saying? Or, I mean, it was just kind of like, there was just so much. And I was just like, oh, like it wrote a letter to me from me, talk a letter to me from me, talking about like to the child that I once was and me speaking to her now. I mean, like, dude, like there were some times like I never thought I said that like AI can't take over the world because it can't make people feel or be emotional like we can connect, right? But when it wrote the letter from me to me, like it made me cry. And I was like, holy smokes, like a computer just made me cry. It provoked emotion out of me that made me cry. And like I was just sitting there thinking, like, that's scary, right? Like so scary. I don't know. So I just thought it was, I don't know, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? And anyway, so like I went down that tunnel and every once in a while I would kind of like talk to it or like, just think out things. But now after watching that one reel, I was just like, okay, you know what? I'm not going to talk about myself anymore to ChatGPT. If I have an issue or I need to kind of like problem solve with like thought processing or trucking or, hey, I need to figure this out. Can you kind of help give me some guidance of what to do or reroute this email for me to make it extremely proper? Like I'll use it for that. But I don't use it like I was using it because oh, Ivan, of course, absolutely. I'm actually doing, oops, this Bible study right now. So, and that's kind of another thing that I feel like is contradictory to people is like, you're this, but you do this. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's so many things that people have tried to do and put something in a box that you can't put in a box. And they put it in a box because they want it to fit their agenda. So at this point, like the only way, I don't know, that's what I just think. I think I think there's the bread, like the bread and butter. Like here's what's important, here's your basics. Everything else is the fluff, right? The same thing like you need your bones, your blood, heart, muscles. Okay, like this is what makes you human, right? This is what you need. Your skin color doesn't matter. Hair color doesn't matter. Eye color doesn't matter. Freckles, no freckles, shoes, what you wear, all that's just the extras. Like, I think, like, here's what we need. Everything else is just preference. Anyways, that's where I'm at with that. Thanks for joining my fan club. Because I grew up, oh Lord, I grew up very conservative. And anytime the church doors were open, I was there. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I do think not being allowed to experience things and learning one way or the other was not the best for me. But now, as an adult, and like perception and hearing my mom's story and why she made the choice, I understand why she did what she did. Okay, I get it. But I also like, okay, here's what I wish you would have done. You know, you can't change it now, but this is why I'm different with my children. So I'm going to say, hey, here's this, and here's the rules. And here's why I think that these are the rules. And this is what happens outside of the consequences of these rules. And this is why they're in place. Right. And I also tell them, like, this is my first time living too. This is my first time at living. This is my first time at being a mom. This is my first time raising a 15-year-old, a 10-year-old. Like, this is my first time. I'm going to make mistakes. And I hope that when you grow up, like, my mom's ceiling is my floor. My ceiling will be my children's floor. And I'm hoping that you can see, like, I really like what mom did here. I didn't like what she did there, and go be better, because that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm going to make mistakes every single day. But I hope that they know that I'm here to listen. They can talk to me whenever they want to talk to me. We can talk about any circumstance. Like, don't be afraid to come up to me and talk or ask questions. You're not going to get in trouble straight off the bat. You know what I'm saying? You're out doing whatever you're doing, you're not supposed to. Let me come get you first, right? And then we're going to talk about it. But I'm not going to make it like I snuck out at 15, 16, going to the clubs, lying about my age, right? Because I wasn't allowed to go to dances. I wasn't allowed to go out. I wasn't allowed to do anything. So, of course, I did what most kids do, right? They just bust out the cade. So with them, it's like, you have the freedom. Go do what you want to do. Just be open with me. You want to go somewhere? Let me know. We'll go somewhere. You want to do something? Let me know. We'll go do it. If age appropriate, in your best interest, try things out, live, learn. Hmm? Hmm. Or like, yeah. Hang on. I'll be right back. I think I might still have some more. I do not have any more. No, I don't. Mm-mm. Um, ask Kason if he have any more. Hey, do you have any more gloves left from painting? No? Is there any underneath the cabinet in there? Are you spray painting or are you roller painting? Not in the shed? Not in the shed? Okay, sorry. Between, I'm always a friend. I'm always a parent first. I'm never the friend. I will be your friend. I will be your friend when you are grown and making your own life choices. As of right now, I'm your parent. Now, can you talk to me? Can you be open with me? Absolutely. I am not your friend right now. And there's an absolute difference. Hey, Jason. So, to me, there is no line. The line is when you're out on your own and you're 18, I can be your friend then. I can mentor you and I can help you if you want to come to me. I can be your friend then. But until you're 18, I am your parent. Period. Case closed. I'm 5'6". Melvin, if you sent it to me on TikTok, no, I did not because I'm not checking my messages right now on that. Which is the topic, Ivan? You know, if we really wanted to go with that, I actually used to have a very good friendship relationship with my mother. If I'm being honest right now, my my relationship with my mother is more of um it's very surface only because of the fact that she's at a stage in her life right now where she is not where I'm at. And so she doesn't understand. And so she, I feel, let me phrase that. I feel like she needs to do some internal work to work on herself so that she can understand the internal work I've done because you can't ask somebody to hold something that can't hold something. I can't talk about something that that person's never experienced and ask for advice anymore. You know what I'm saying? And not that I've like outgrown her because I'm still constantly working and growing and I don't feel like she is. And so that's kind of where I'm at. We're just in a different stage of life. So I talk to her more about like broad subjects, surface level. I go wide, I don't go deep with her anymore. But I don't say I have like a bad relationship with my mother. I just, the more you grow, the more you heal, the more you learn, like it actually makes things a little harder, right? Which is why I think people choose not to heal or do the work on their stuff because then they realize like it's not easy, right? And then so they don't want to do the work. But the more you heal, like it kind of actually gets worse before it gets better, you know? No problem, Tay. Thank you. Anyways, so it kind of gets worse before it gets better when you're working on your own healing. And that's kind of like where I'm at. And so I've done a lot of, just different things. And she doesn't really understand it. Or once again, it's going to ask her to face dark things about her that she's not ready to face. And that's okay. That's on her. Which is why, like I said, I've working, I'm growing, I'm going a different direction. We're in a different place in our lives. We're doing different things. Our jobs are different. Every bit of our job is entrepreneur. We are our own business owners. We aren't paid out by whatever. We don't just clock in 9 to 5. And so she doesn't know anything about that. So how can she, you know what I'm saying? So that's kind of just where it's at. My Instagram is Withstand the Weight. Here, we'll just, at this point, I'm about to just start talking like this. So ask y'all's questions and I'll just say like this. Thanks for joining my fan club. Appreciate it. Texas. Yes, I played volleyball, basketball, track, and I did cheerleading. I don't like basketball. I don't like track, but I had no choice. I was in a small town school, and if you were in athletics, you played them all. You know, whether you played, you were in all sports. It's not like you could do volleyball and then go into off season. They didn't do that. They didn't allow that until like my junior year, to where you could play volleyball and then not play any other sport, right? And still stay in athletics. Um, but yeah. Anyways, so yeah. Oh, sorry. I think I spun out of camera. See ya, Ivan. I like live near San Antonio, essentially. Hey, to see me do what? Oh, well, Billy Bob. So right now, if you go onto my Instagram, Withstand the Weight, there is a link in my bio, my link tree. And if you click on it, there's a section that you can vote for me. I'm in a contest right now for Playboy, for their inside cover and for their Playmate search. And I'm in quarterfinals right now. And that's for the next 10 days. You can vote daily, every single day, with for free, or you can do paid votes. But like I'm only asking for just your free vote. But you can click on it each day, vote, and like I said, every vote counts because you have to be in top two to be able to go to semifinals. So if I go to number three, I'm out. Yes, the whole lower half is natural. Have I had a tummy tuck after weight loss and two children? Yes, and I had implants and a lift done, but I've always been bigger up here until that very last weight loss in like 2017 when I lost a lot and like it was for competition. Um, then they finally left. So then I got them in 2020. Yeah, I have onesie pajamas. Then the bubble gun. Nice, Jason. That's not easy to do. You can, that's for sure. Because you're just uncomfortable. Everything, prisoner to food, a prisoner to your body, all of it. You know? I'm trying to figure out, I need to, what you call it, embed a link. 360s are bubble gum. Hang on a second. Okay. They're green eyes. My ex is Withstandtheweight. I have my shoes on, but I do need a pedicure. Well, I still have my blonde hair. I just have like a very deep root now. And so that way I have my blonde and then I can have my brown, I can have both. So I have two kids. My implants were 675 cc's each, I think 650, 675, somewhere in there. Medium profile. Melvin, I guess you should go here and find out. Hey, Stephen. Thanks for joining my fan club. If you want me to stand up, you can send bubblegum. American? Withstand is my name on there. Hang on. But I'm about to have to get off live because I'm about to have to get to some trucking work here. Thanks, y'all. Y'all would like that way too much. Thanks. How does what work, Melvin? Check for what? Hey, Canada. What do you mean, who do you ask for? It's just this slash withstand. Thanks, Steven. If you want me to pull these, you can send like a gym gun or something. Thank you. Like LA or Louisiana. Don't choke, Jason. I don't have any back tattoos. At this point, I'm just going to start. Let's see. Something I want to use. At this point, I'm not going to have any. If that's what you can sit there. Nick, what are you doing, dude? Pick up. He's looking out the window. There is this hang on, I'll see if I can show you guys. This like vulture that comes around every once in a while. And hang on. I don't know if I can. Okay. Okay. Oop, hang on. Is it going to focus for you guys? Maybe, maybe not. Okay. So hang on. Do you see him just sitting there on the top of the pole? God bless it. Hang on. Whatever. You get the point. He just sits right there. Okay. And if he doesn't sit right there, like, and there's one on that pole and there's one on the other pole. And he just, it just torments him. Like, and every once in a while they'll fly and they'll swoop down and kind of like if he's in the backyard and just like irritates him. And then he'll come back up and they'll just perch right there. Like, what? What? You know, they do that all the time. And I don't understand. I don't understand. And like I said, they'll fly real low, or they'll go sit on top of our house, you know? And yeah, it's funny. And but yeah, it drives him wild. So anyway, sorry. They're here like almost on a daily. Like there's like a week or so, 2 weeks, and you don't see them, and then they're here like every single day, all day long. Hey, I'm trying to find like a link cloaking service. So it's like I have my own domain, unless I just create a page on my domain. Like I have it where I have all my links on my Withstand page, right? But I need to either have a page dedicated to just all socials, right? And then share that link, I think, like with like on the bios and stuff of TikTok, but I need to be able to so that I can share the link without like TikTok saying like, no, that's not allowed. I've had a tummy tuck, yes. What's up, Curtis? Do they allow beacons though? Because like when I post my link tree, it doesn't allow my link tree on TikTok. Beacons is kind of the same thing, does it not? Yes, I was talking about being my ceiling is my children's floor. Then I'll look into that because I do know a lot of people use beacons. I did paint the artwork behind the um pink cars. So it's like a starry night. My cat is playing with this mouse thing. I don't know if y'all are hearing it squeak or not. Can you hear it squeak? It's annoying. So hopefully y'all can't. Anyways, oh, I didn't realize you could zoom on front camera. Yeah, so it's San Antonio skyline, but it's Starry Night. Starry Night's like one of my favorites. Whoa, too much zooming. Van Gogh is the one who did Starry Night, but I painted that though. And then I don't do, oh, I also have this one that I'm working on. Um, Hang on. It's, oh, hang on. It's not fully done right now. Let me turn on my light for it to be brighter. So it's like a, let me see. I don't know if you can see it or whatever, but it's a rhinestone one. Either way, that's all too bright. But whatever. It's a rhinestone. So this takes forever. Like forever. I'm not even, like, I've got some of the blues up into here. I mainly just have this part done, minus these one little things. I was trying to always go through like one stone color. This just, it takes, it takes forever. So I've been working on this. Like I go through phases where I work on it pretty consistently, and then like I don't work on it at all, and then I work on it consistently, and then I don't work on it at all. So I'm from Texas, but like I said, I don't really do. I should draw more, but I don't know. There's just so much else going on. But I'll show you some things. So I also did. This is a pencil drawing. I mean, it's a little. I most like the cactuses on it. Those are my favorite. Like I do more. Like I feel like I draw better, like plants than people. I attempt like, but I'm not good at people. Like it's just never been my forte. So, but I do like pencils and like nature things when I draw. So there you go. Yeah, and I'm just like they're just not my thing. Ah, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually just gonna create a page on my regular website. That's gonna be like links or my social hub, and then I'm gonna have all my links on it. And then I can come in and shorten my regular domain and hopefully put it in my TikTok. That's probably what I'm gonna do. Anyways, okay, but I have to go. Thanks for sitting here and chatting with me, shooting the shooting the breeze. He's out working on the horse pen. So he was changing up how we're doing the horse and the goat pen. So he's out there working on that. But anywho, I do. Withstand the Weight is my Twitter, or Withstand Weight is my Twitter. Withstand the Weight is my Instagram, Facebook, and everything else. So, anyways, thank you guys for being here and the loves and the gifts and the follows and the hearts. Okay. Adios, guys.